So you're thinking of buying or selling in Tampa, Florida? This video is dedicated to our veterans and their families. Thank you so much for your service and sacrifices for our great country. Let me know in comments which branch you served in and for how long. Okay, today's video is going to have a complete breakdown of the benefits as a veteran here in Florida. So it'll range from healthcare to employment to education. And then towards the end, I'll share some important information and benefits related to housing, so you won't want to miss that. Let's get started. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything about buying or selling in a Tampa luxury condo community, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the Tampa luxury condo market and lifestyle. My name is Nathaniel Ligon, the Tampa Condo King. I specialize in representing luxury condo owners and buyers in Tampa, Florida. I get calls every day from people just like you. So whether you're looking to buy or sell in 10 days or 10 weeks, please reach out. All of my contact information is in the description box below. I would love to help you win in the Tampa luxury condo market. Even if you're not making Tampa home and perhaps you're considering other markets across the state of Florida, let me know. I have some great agent partner referrals that we can connect you with, and they'll take great care of you regardless of where in the state you plan to buy or sell. Okay, let's get into today's video and take a closer look at the veteran benefits here in Florida. Florida has consistently earned a reputation as one of the most veteran-friendly states in the entire country. Only California and Texas have a bigger number of veterans in their state. So here in Florida, we've got 1.4 million veterans, which equates to about 12% of our adult population, 18 and over. So there's a ton of great factors that contribute to us here in Florida earning that reputation as one of the most veteran-friendly states. So certainly the no state income tax and the quality of life and the climate, those are all great factors that certainly resonate with anyone, but for the veteran community in particular, there's a lot of resources and support system and infrastructure in place to help the veteran community. And our very own governor, Ron DeSantis, along with other leadership, has done a lot to continue to contribute to that. Governor DeSantis himself was a former Navy veteran, and just a couple days ago, he signed the budget for the upcoming fiscal year, and it had more great resources and funding towards a variety of veteran-related programs and initiatives. So definitely a great reputation here in Florida for our veterans. And just right in our own backyard in Tampa, South Tampa to be exact, we have MacDill Air Force Base, which is a great military base and community, and it actually is unique in that the name is Air Force, but all branches are represented and served together here. So it's a great base, and we're lucky to have MacDill right here in our own backyard. So now we'll jump into some of the benefits, and we'll start out with employment benefits. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services offers a wide variety of employment opportunities, from consumer and environmental protection to promoting Florida's vast agriculture and aquaculture industries. The Department of Business and Professional Regulations primarily focuses helping people get to work. This includes military on active duty, military spouses, and veterans of our armed services. The agency offers employment opportunities promoting Florida's business and professional industries. Employ Florida Vets is the state's online jobs portal to provide employment services to Florida veterans. The initiative helps match service members to the jobs and training opportunities that suit the skills and experience gained in the military. The Florida Department of Health has programs in place to aid veterans in finding employment in health-related fields after they return home. The department offers expedited healthcare practitioner licensure through the Veterans Application for Licensure Online Response Valor system. The department also offers expanded licensure fee waivers for military veterans and their spouses applying for healthcare licensure in Florida. The department continues to assist county health departments in recruiting military veterans and their spouses to work in health-related fields. If you are a member of the U.S. Armed Services, are planning to leave the military within the next 60 months, or were honorably discharged within the past 60 months, the Florida Department of Health may be able to help you find employment. Troops to Teachers is a Department of Defense program that provides career transitions, assistance services to current and former military members who desire a second career in public school teaching. There is no obligation for registering. Qualified staff at Career Source Florida centers throughout the state provide services to veterans, military members, and their families. These services include interview preparation, resume writing assistance, job and training referrals, and assistance to homeless veterans at stand-down events. A network of professional disabled veterans outreach program specialists and local veteran employment representatives provide priority workforce services to veterans, transitioning service members, and eligible spouses. Spouses of active duty members can also receive additional services through the Military Family Employment Program. VA for Vets was created to provide our nation's veterans with the tools necessary to translate their military skills to civilian skills, take career assessments, build their resumes, consult with coaches, and conduct job searches. They are also able to tap into a wealth of information on reintegrating into the civilian workforces. All of these tools and support services are provided at no cost to our heroes. The Veterans Employment Center connects veterans and their families with meaningful employment and career development opportunities. Our Veterans Florida Career Services team will personally assist you with resume preparation. Our team can help you determine employment goals and match you with career opportunities at veteran-friendly employers in Florida. Next, we'll discuss educational benefits. Florida waives out-of-state tuition fees for all honorably discharged veterans who reside in the state and who are enrolled in Florida public post-secondary institutions through the Congressman C.W. Bill Young tuition waiver program. The out-of-state tuition and fee waiver is extended to spouses and dependent children who reside in Florida and who are using GI Bill benefits for enrollment in Florida public post-secondary institutions. In 2016, House Bill 799 was signed into law, granting an out-of-state tuition fee waiver to active duty members residing or stationed outside of the state of Florida. Florida waives undergrad level tuition at state universities, community colleges, and career and technical training facilities for Florida recipients of the Purple Heart and other combat-related decorations superior in precedence to the Purple Heart. In 2016, legislation was passed expanding the eligibility for this earned benefit. Florida also provides scholarship opportunities for dependent children and spouses of veterans who died from a service-connected disability or who are 100% service-connected, permanent, and total disabled veterans through the scholarships for children and spouses of disabled veterans program. Dependent children of service members missing in action or prisoners of war may also be eligible for tuition benefits. Florida state colleges and universities offering priority course registration for students provide priority course registration to veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces who are receiving GI Bill educational benefits. The benefit also applies to spouses and dependent children receiving GI Bill benefits. Florida state colleges and universities also allow current members of the U.S. Armed Forces and honorably discharged veterans to earn academic college credit for college-level training and education acquired in the military. Honorably discharged veterans who were inducted into the U.S. Armed Forces prior to completing their high school education can be awarded a State of Florida high school diploma. The post 9/11 GI Bill provides financial assistance for after leaving service to individuals who served on active duty a minimum of 90 days after September 10, 2001. The Marine Gunnery Sergeant John David Fry Scholarship amends the post 9/11 GI Bill to include the children of service members who died in the time of duty after September 10, 2001, and Section 701 of the Choice Act expands it to include surviving spouses. Montgomery GI Bill provides financial assistance for 10 years after leaving service to honorably discharge veterans who enlisted after June 30th, 1985 and elected to participate within the first 12 months of service. Now let's cover healthcare. Combat veterans who were discharged or released from active service on or after January 28, 2003 are eligible to enroll in the VA healthcare system for 5 years from the date of discharge or release. The enrollment period begins on the discharge or separation date of the service member from active duty service, or in the case of multiple call-ups, the most recent discharge date. Veterans, including active reservists and National Guard members, are eligible if they served on active duty in a theater of combat operations after November 11, 1998, and have been discharged under other than dishonorable conditions. To the extent resources and facilities are available, the VA provides hospital care covering the full range of medical services to veterans. Eligible veterans may receive medical treatment at any VA medical center or outpatient clinic or community-based clinic in Florida. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs is principally responsible for the delivery of healthcare services to veterans. To support this effort, the VA has established 21 regional veterans integrated service networks, VISNs, nationwide. 2 networks serve Florida. VISN 8 encompasses 60 counties in North, Central, and South Florida, 19 rural counties in South Georgia, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. VISN 16 serves the remaining 7 counties in Northwest Florida. The VA operates 7 medical centers in Florida. They are located at Bay Pines, Gainesville, Lake City, Miami, Orlando, here in Tampa, and West Palm Beach. The VA also operates approximately 50 outpatient clinics for healthcare and more than 24 vet centers for counseling throughout the state. To find a VA healthcare system, VA medical center, outpatient clinic, community service program, community-based outpatient clinic, or vet center, please check out more information on the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Also, the Affordable Care Act, also known as the Healthcare Law, was created to expand access to coverage, control healthcare costs, and improve healthcare quality and care coordination. If you are enrolled in VA healthcare, you don't need to take additional steps to meet the healthcare law coverage standards. The healthcare law does not change VA health benefits or veterans' out-of-pocket costs. Certainly not a pleasant topic to discover. We will take a couple minutes though to discuss the burial benefits. Florida has 9 national cemeteries: Barrancas National Cemetery in Pensacola, Bay Pines National Cemetery in St. Petersburg, Cape Canaveral National Cemetery in Mims, Florida National Cemetery in Bushnell, Jacksonville, Sarasota, South Florida National Cemetery in Lake Worth, St. Augustine, and Tallahassee. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs provides honorably discharged veterans, spouses, and dependents with burial in a national cemetery at no cost. Cremated remains are also accepted. Eligible spouses and dependents may be buried if they predecease the veteran. The VA does not make funeral arrangements. To make burial arrangements at any open VA national cemetery at the time of need, contact the National Cemetery Scheduling Office. The VA also provides eligibility determinations for interment in a national cemetery prior to the time of need. Through the pre-need determination of eligibility program, upon request, individuals can learn if they are eligible for burial or memorialization in a VA national cemetery. Burial benefits available for veterans buried in a private cemetery may include a government headstone, marker, or medallion, a burial flag, and a presidential memorial certificate at no cost to the family. Some veterans may also be eligible for burial allowances. There are not any VA benefits available to spouses and dependents buried in a private cemetery. The VA does not make funeral arrangements. We'll finish up on a positive note with all the great benefits related to housing. The Florida Hometown Heroes housing program helps Floridians in over 50 critical professions purchase their first home and is available to Floridians including law enforcement officers, firefighters, educators, healthcare professionals, childcare employees, and active military or veterans. This program is administered by the Florida Housing and Finance Corporation and has the highest and most inclusive eligibility of all Florida housing down payment assistance programs. The program is geared to expanding on Florida's existing housing programs to reach critical workers and those who have served our country. This program aids essential community workers in 50 different eligible professions with down payment and closing cost assistance to help first-time income qualified homebuyers purchase a primary residence in the communities they serve. To qualify for this program, homebuyers must connect with a participating loan officer, have a minimum credit score of 640, provide certification for one of the eligible occupations, and meet the income threshold for their county. Eligible borrowers will receive up to 5% of the first mortgage loan amount up to a maximum of $25,000 in down payment and closing cost assistance in the form of a 0% non-amortizing 30-year deferred second mortgage. For more information on how this program impacts veterans, their families, and survivors, please check out more information at the Florida Housing website. Any real estate owned and used as a homestead by a veteran who was honorably discharged and has been certified as having a service-connected permanent and total disability is exempt from taxation of the veteran is a permanent resident of Florida and has a legal title to the property on January 1st of the tax year for which exemption is being claimed. Any real estate owned and used as a homestead by the surviving spouse of a member of the armed forces who died from service-connected causes while on active duty is exempt from taxation if the member was a permanent resident of this state on January 1st of the year in which the member died. If upon the death of the veteran, the spouse holds a legal or beneficial title to the homestead and permanently resides there, the exemption from taxation carries over to the benefit of the veteran's spouse until such time as he or she remarries, sells, or otherwise disposes of the property. If the spouse sells the property, an exemption not to exceed the amount granted from the most recent ad valorem tax roll may be transferred to the new residence as long as it is used the primary residence and the spouse does not remarry. Any real estate used and owned as a homestead by any quadriplegic is exempt from taxation. Veterans who are paraplegic, hemiplegic, or permanently and totally disabled who must use a wheelchair for mobility or are legally blind may be exempt from real estate taxation. Check with your local property appraiser to determine if gross annual household income qualifies. The veteran must be a resident of Florida. Eligible resident veterans with a VA certified service-connected disability of 10% or greater shall be entitled to a $5,000 property tax exemption. The veteran must establish this exemption with the county tax official in the county in which he or she resides by providing documentation of this disability. The unremarried surviving spouse of a disabled ex-service member who on the date of the disabled ex-service member's death had been married to the ex-service member is also entitled to this exemption. Any partially disabled veteran who is age 65 or older, any portion of whose disability was combat related, and who was honorably discharged may be eligible for a discount from the amount of ad valorem tax on the homestead commensurate with the percentage of the veteran's permanent service-connected disability. Eligible veterans should apply for this benefit at the county property appraiser's office. Amendment 6, which helps spouses of older combat veterans with service-connected disabilities retain their earned property tax discount upon the passing of the veteran, has passed with nearly 90% of the vote. more than 9 million voters approved the state constitutional amendment in November 2020, which took effect January 1st, 2021. Service members entitled to the homestead exemption in the state and who are unable to file in person by reason of such service may file through next of kin or a duly authorized representative. GI Home Loan Guarantee. The VA may guarantee part of your loan for the purchase of a home, manufactured home, or condominium. In addition, veterans with conventional home loans now have options for refinancing to a VA guaranteed home loan as a result of the Veterans Benefits Improvement Act of 2008. All right, I know that was a ton of information, and as you saw and heard, there are a wide range of benefits available to you as a veteran in the state of Florida. So most of the information that I pulled was from the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs and some other official VA related websites. So be sure to refer back to those for the most current and official information. There's always some changes with different programs going on, some different updates, and some new programs coming up as well. So you always want to make sure you're up to date with everything. So just refer back to those resources that we provided, and you should be in really good shape to really maximize all the benefits that you have as a veteran. Also, in terms of the housing and loans, be sure to connect with a great lender who understands the VA market, and here in Florida in particular, I work with some great ones that have helped me navigate some situations with VA buyers and sellers. So definitely let me know if you have any questions and we can get you connected with one of them. Also, feel free to reach out to me with any questions, as well as I've worked with a lot of VA buyers and sellers over the years. So it's been a pleasure serving our veterans. All right, that'll do it for today's video as we took a detailed look at the veteran benefits here in Florida that you can take advantage of. So hopefully you enjoyed and got some great value from today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, thank you so much for your service and sacrifice for our great country. Let me know in comments if you have any questions, comments, or feedback. Whether you're looking to buy or sell in 10 days or 10 weeks, please reach out. All of my contact information is in the description box below. I would love to help you win in the Tampa luxury condo market. Also, if you're looking to buy or sell anywhere else in the state of Florida, I've got some great agent referral partners that I can connect you with. So be sure to let me know and we'll take great care of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon.